Yellow Beezy YN, he spoke out and he said that Banzo Bling, he gonna be coming home soon because once they go to trial, they gonna swap them. They gonna get Yellow Beezy and they gonna let Banzo Bling go because Yellow Beezy was the one who put out the murder for hire. Now keep in mind, Mo3, he was better than all them. He had way better music than them and they was hating on him since the beginning. Trap Boy Freddy, he was with Yellow Beezy. They planned and plotted on getting Mo3. They wanted Mo3 out the way because of the impact that he was having on the city. Now, keep in mind, Yellow Beezy, he felt that he was the king of Dallas. We all know for a fact Yellow Beezy, he only had a couple hits, but every one of Mo3 songs is a hit. Regardless of what's going on, you can resonate to Mo3 and what he was saying and what he went through, his whole struggle. Trap Boy Freddy, he's still in the streets. He make his money at the streets. You feel me? He a block boy. Everybody know this. Everybody know for a fact, Trap Boy Freddy, he was mad at Mo3 because just like Rainwater said, if Mo3 would have never clicked up with Bubba and got into it with Trap Boy Freddy and then end up shooting Trap Boy Freddy up, Trap Boy Freddy would have never even had this type of hate towards Mo3. Now keep in mind, they was stalking Mo3. They've been trying to catch Mo3 for years. We knew for a fact what was gonna happen after they actually catch the person who they said shot him. Now, Mo3, he was one of the real ones. Mo3, he felt that all he had to do was lean over, grab his piece from under the seat, right there in that stash box. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Soon as he grabbed his piece out the stash box, just start blowing while he in the car driving. He would have did that if they would have never took the piece out the car. Now, we know for a fact it was a lot of flip-flopping going on. They knew what they was doing when they told Mo3 to leave from Jossie Banks' house and go meet Rainwater. We know for a fact that they already exposed everything. They said that Rainwater was the one on the phone with him the whole time from the beginning while he was in Jossie Banks' house. Now, Jossie Banks, she was one of the real ones. Jossie Banks was the reason why Mo3 was even on that side of town. Yes, that's correct. She was the reason he was on that side of town, but she wasn't the reason he got hit up. The feds don't play no games. The feds, they get every piece of evidence. They tie every detail together and they put the puzzle together and they make sure they get everybody who they need to get. Now keep in mind, it's a RICO indictment pending right now. They know for a fact that the feds, by them staying back, letting this go on for so long, this is a state case right now. Now, everybody know for a fact the little stuff that they did when Banzo Bling got caught with the gun and stuff like that, it was all state. Once the feds stepped in, after sitting back observing everything that was going on, you know what the feds did? They did what they always do. It ain't norm. You feel me? It's not out the norm at all. They sat there and waited and picked Yellow Beezy up years later after they got everybody to confess and say what they need to say and point the finger towards the person who gave the money. And I want everybody to know this is a sad situation. Hit the like button if you're a fan of Mo3. Let me know if you feel that Yellow Beezy, he cooked from this. Behind everything that Yellow Beezy YN said, it all goes to show that Yellow Beezy, he got no chance. He stand not a chance with this trial. Regardless of what lawyer he get now, he could get a lawyer that could get him off on lesser charges. But the way everything is looking, the DA, they ready to convict him. They don't want to sit back and wait for Yellow Beezy to try to get out on this or try to bond out on that. Like at the end of the day, we know for a fact they waiting so that Yellow Beezy can tie herself up and what happened with Bubba. And I want y'all to know, this sad, man, but we know for a fact that Yellow Beezy, he didn't really take care of his YNs that was around him. And all his YNs said that they did all them hits for him, all to keep him safe, and he ended up getting a bulletproof car. And now he don't even rock with half of them dudes he had going out there to do that to Mo3 and Bubba and Roy Lee. Now, come on now, y'all already know what's going on. Yellow Beezy, he was really mad because of what happened on that highway with him. Not what happened with Mo3. Keep in mind, they said that Yellow Beezy got hit up like 5 or 6 times in a white G-Wagon truck. Now, keep in mind, Mo3, he was the one who told Bubba, come on, man, we finna ride, we finna follow these. You feel me? We finna follow these boys. They think they finna get away with this. Watch what's finna happen. And look what happened, y'all. Yellow Beezy ended up getting hit up, truck ended up crashing on the highway, and then next thing you know, Mo3, he ended up coming out and making a song. He told them exactly everything that happened. He said it's on the yellow tape and Berettas. You feel me? At the end of the day, we know for a fact what went down. Mo3 said he used a Beretta to do that to Yellow Beezy. And we all know for a fact Mo3, he didn't play no games. Mo3 was a Gemini. Once you piss Mo3 off, it was over with. He coming for you. At the end of the day, if you ain't trying to squash it over FaceTime or calling him, he gonna come looking for you. And this is what they hated Mo3 for. This is why they didn't like Mo3. And I know for a fact that YouTube, they see everything that's going on and they instantly, you feel me? They gonna do what they gotta do to make sure that Mo3, his name stay alive, y'all. The feds don't play no games, man. They looked into Instagram DMs, they looked into Twitter accounts, and they looked into everything that Mo3 had on Facebook. And I want y'all to know, Mo3, he used to go live on Facebook because they always used to be on some other stuff with him when he used to go live on Instagram. Everybody know for a fact what's going on. Mo3, he was a people person. Yellow Beezy and them, they wanted to stay to themselves, be isolated from everybody. That's why when they used to have events and stuff, they didn't want Mo3 popping up or showing up right there at the event. Now keep in mind, Mo3, he loved the Jossie Banks. He knew that Jossie Banks was the real one, and regardless of what beef that they had going on, that Jossie Banks was gonna be right there to actually give him information on who did it. If he got shot at, Mo3 needed answers. Jossie Banks was gonna be the one to hear certain things that was going on. And keep in mind, it's a lot of guys mess with the ops girls. And let me know down in the comment section if y'all wanna, like, you mess with one of the ops girl, all because she cool or whatever, and she ain't gonna set you up regardless of what's going on. Half the time when guys get set up, they get set up by a girl that they know, not just the op girl. Half the time, the op girl don't even do that. She'll instantly not even be nowhere around. She don't know your location or nothing. But everybody know for a fact that you gonna always be prepared and stay on point when you messing with a girl from off the other end. If you messing with a girl that you been knew who don't like what you doing, don't like the fact that you cheating and messing with other girls, you already know what's gonna happen. She gonna be the one that know your location and to do this and do that. Like, this is how they was able to, you feel me, try to pin it on everything that went down with Mo3. Now keep in mind, Trap Boy Freddy, he was on the highway. By him being on that highway going live, they pinged this location from them towers and they answered, they already got it. Everybody who was in that vicinity who was calling each other, it's like a web. Everybody who was calling each other, they instantly, they got what they needed. Now we finna see everything unfold, and we actually finna see why Trap Boy Freddy felt that he was so bold enough to go out there and be at the crime scene when everything went down. Because Trap Boy Freddy thought he got away with it. He thought that it was just gonna be over with once he leave off the highway. No, look what happened. Now Trap Boy Freddy, he trying to find a way to get a good lawyer so that if they do bring his name up to come to court by subpoena, anything, a motion, anything, Trap Boy Freddy, he want to be prepared. He want to be ready for what's coming. Now Yellow Beezy, he went there ready. That's why they had to lower his bond and all that stuff. But Yellow Beezy was able to get out on a, you feel me, in for hire, a murder. Like, at the end of the day, it's sad how they did Mo3, but they said that Roy Lee passing away is the reason why everything went down. Yellow Beezy cousin said that she was the, you feel me, only reason she was in the car with them is because she knew that she had to ride for her cousin Yellow. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Mo3.